welcome back to the Elijah Way. This is episode, I believe, 9. Yeah. Sorry, been MIA the past week, I will say. Um, been positioning things and getting some new days involved. And yeah, definitely thinking of changing the podcast days to Thursdays and Sundays just because I've always had the idea of doing 2 episodes a week. I think it will be beneficial to the content and yeah, just want to have more like clips and more details of the podcast. Um yeah, I think it will be a good addition. And yeah, I just want to see where we can take this because I think it will be pretty lit. Alrighty. So, first topic that we're getting started with today is the conclusion of my playoff teams. Didn't go really well for the Warriors and the Pistons. That's all I will say. Pretty quick series that's pretty much over. Just wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit with you guys. And yeah, just want to see what's the next direction for the Golden State Warriors. Um I don't really know how to like put it or start it per se, just because there's so many areas where it can be fixed. Like the Kaminga situation, it can definitely be. He can get traded, or he gets more playing time this season. Maybe train more with Jimmy Butler just to get him more acclimated. But yeah, I definitely can see something like that, or even them going and getting a big, because I think they desperately need a big right now. You can't rely on Trace and Post like for the next season. You need a athletic big just to hang with the OKCs and the Timberwolves, who recently defeated them. But um, they also need another point guard as well. Brandon Buzinski, he's good, but long term, it's good for the team, but I don't know. It's just a lot of I don't knows, and if they want to win a championship, they got to do something like now and try to trade this team or develop better. I don't know. But yeah, the Warriors, they were sorry about that. The Warriors was definitely the number 6 seed, and mind you, the Western Conference was just so tough this year. Like, my bad. Give me one. But yeah, the Western Conference was like super tough this year. There we go. Yep. So Warriors definitely finished. Oh, seventh. Sorry, excuse me. And the fact that it was a 6 and 7 team, like in the second round, was just crazy. But yes, I definitely see an upside if they can just get a couple more pieces. I definitely can see them here, right there. And then same for the Pistons. I think with the Pistons, they're really just one star away. I can see them like adding just one more star, like a Devin Booker or a KD, even rather. I think they can make some noise to the East teams just because I don't know. Like I have faith in somewhat of the Pacers, but this is leading. Well, my Siri just went off. That was funny. But that was leading into the next question for the playoffs and who's gonna win championship and everything. Um, I don't know. I kind of have more of my lean on the Knicks. I don't know why. Yeah, definitely leading toward more of the Knicks beating the Pacers and the Timberwolves beating the Thunder. But the way it's looking right now, it's going to be the Thunder. More than likely, it's maybe the Pacers. And I think it's really a pickup. Like Pacers they can be good enough to stop the Thunder, but I do think the Thunder they looking like they may win it this year. Um and yeah, I mean, I guess it'll be good for the league to have another champ in the next 6 7 years. Woo. But yeah, NBA is definitely dying down. Yeah, we're about to get into the nitty gritty of the finals and the West and East finals. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram, and let me know what y'all think about if you're a Warriors fan or a Pistons fans. Let me know what y'all think about the next season because it's gonna be interesting, and we definitely got some stepping stones to do. But yeah, that was NBA talk. Alrighty, welcome back. We're talking TV shows today. Um, yeah, I just wanted to recommend this one show. It's called The Defenders. I'm not sure if anyone is accustomed to watching this show at all. It's a good show. I just recently restarted watching it. The last time I want to say I genuinely feel like I watched it was probably like 8 years ago. But yeah, I'm just rewatching it now, and I really like how they did the first episode and just connecting all four of the heroes' story. Um, I do feel you should someone watch somewhat watch Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, or Daredevil. Um, just because if you like these characters, it will make so much sense to watch the shows before, but also too, if you watch this first, it's gonna make you wanna go back and watch them anyway. So it's really of choosing your poison with it. Um, I will recommend maybe watching it just because when you're watching the defenders, it's just about the team up. So like you get extra side characters from their shows that they're already doing. So that's the unfamiliar territory that you'll see throughout the defenders, but more or less it has its own story and it doesn't like, oh yeah, you have to watch these before. Like you don't, but if you were like one of those people that would want to, you should. But yes. So I get to I think I'm episode 2 of this of rewatching and just watching that first episode, I thought it was good. It was just more of like setting up the pieces to how the overall like the villain who it is and how these characters is gonna get pieced together. Um, I think that was kind of cool, just because when you're introducing the characters, you see them in their own tent as their own show. Like what the Netflix shows did a good job of introducing with these characters is the the tints. So like Luke Cage is kind of like a yellow tint, more of like Iron Fist is kind of like that too. Jessica Jones is like blue, and then Daredevil is like red tint, and I don't know. I really love the vibe of that, and that was kind of my not necessarily like not to Daredevil board again, but I did miss some of that tint that the first Daredevil had, because I feel like they kind of maintained it pretty well. But yeah. So far, watching this show, it's been pretty cool. I like all the characters that's involved. Um, it's actually pretty funny that they're trying to bring these set pieces back in Daredevil Born Again. So this is kind of what sparked my interest in watching it, and yeah, I just wanted to kind of see like if I'm a like it again. It's been 8 long years of watching this show, but since I watched it, I should say. But yeah, if you're a fan of Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, or Jessica Jones, I highly recommend watching The Defenders. It's on Hulu and it's on Disney. Disney, duh. But yeah, check out The Defenders. Alrighty, so we're keeping up right where we left off with TV shows. So this next TV show I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about is Dragon Ball Super. Just recently kind of got back into this. Fell off a little bit, but now I've just been recently watching it. And I've always been a super Dragon Ball Z fan. But yeah, it's very cool just to see that it's still around. It sucks that the creator passed away a few years ago, but I'm kind of liking it. I've always liked the Dragon Ball lore. It's definitely like pretty cool just to watch. My favorite characters of Dragon Ball is definitely like Gohan and like Krillin. Then obviously like Goku. But yeah, in this show we get introduced to like Destroyer of Worlds, Beerus, and apparently there's more. Didn't finish it yet, but just wanted to kind of casually talk about this, just a tad, just because if you're an anime fan, and I've been slowly getting back to my animes, um, this one is definitely a not not necessarily Dragon Ball Super, but Dragon Ball is a good anime to start, just because it's pretty chill. The story is pretty cool, easy to understand it too. But yeah, with this show in particular, I do like Beerus, the Destroyer of Worlds, and what all he brings. And the episodes that I did kind of watch, it was when Frieza was kind of reborn, and Frieza was Frieza is Frieza, man. He had this gold form, and it was kind of wild just to see, but also just to see that Vegeta and Goku was working together to stop him. I thought that was really cool, and they're kind of reaching God level form, and it just they've been training with the Destroyer. It's crazy. It's crazy. Of what Dragon Ball like started us, and then now where it's at. So I don't know. I I love it. I love it. I love watching Dragon Ball. I love all the characters. I think it's a pretty cool show. And yeah, if you are looking for any new anime shows, because I know there are some anime fans out there, yeah, go check out Dragon Ball Super. Alrighty, so we're switching it up, and we're going to the movies part of the podcast. I did wanted to tell you guys about a few movies that I've been seeing recently. They all kind of give me similar vibes to when times were good, and also just more like a growing up process for me. This first movie is called Chronicle. It came out in 2012. Michael B. Jordan was really like the main notable actor. You do have Dane DeHaan. He was Goblin Jr. in Amazing Spider-Man 2. Alex Russell. I'm not too familiar with what else he played in, but I know this was a good movie for him. Let's see, what else did he play in? SWAT. Okay, he was in 2000. Oh, I think I remember him. That's crazy. It's in red. Okay. But yeah, this movie is about three friends who discover a rock, and it's kind of like an alien, like rock looking thing, and they get powers from it. And then it's kind of like a POV movie, so you're kind of seeing a lot of personal camera shots. The main character Andrew, he's carrying the camera around and kind of seeing all the footage for it. Um, but yeah, I think this movie is a really good movie. It got 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, if you haven't seen Chronicle, um, don't worry. I'm going to be showing a few trailers, but I wanted to get to this next movie because I feel like they all kind of resemble them a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. The next movie, it's called Project Almanac. Similar, it also has a POV shot of it's kind of filmed off a camera. Um, who's is this? This dude, Johnny Weston, he played in one of my other favorite movies. It's called We Are Your Friends. I'm familiar with Sophie Black Elia. I'm gonna say that's her name. She played in a few stuff as well. Like this movie, Viral, is pretty funny. The Messengers is really good too. But yes, going back to Project Almanac. This movie is about really five friends who find out through an old video of time traveling, and his older self in the future was in a video with his younger self, which is actually kind of wild when you're like thinking about it. But yeah, it's a really cool movie. I like um how they described the time traveling and how they were doing it throughout the movie. Um, yeah, it's a really good sci-fi thriller. With like I said, the POV shot. Just someone with the camera is just following around and kind of seeing how the movie is going. But yeah, I tend to enjoy movies like that if they have a good story, and I think this movie definitely had that effect on me. Alrighty. And then the last film that goes with these three films is Cloverfield. Also another POV shot film. And mind you, none of these three films are made by the same people, but I just like that it's a POV shot and they have good stories. And Cloverfield is another one of them. This is actually a part of a trilogy. Yeah, this is actually a part of a trilogy. Um, what's the other one called? Let me see. see because they don't even pop up. Oh, there you go. The Cloverfield Paradox and 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now, those other two movies completely different from this movie, which I genuinely like this movie. I think this is probably the best movie of the three. I know a lot of people would disagree or beg to differ, but I think this one is the best. Um, the POV shots of this movie is crazy because, and essentially, we got Godzilla in New York, and that's basically what's happening. We see this story. We have a couple characters that they're following throughout everything. Someone gets left behind. They have to go back and find that person, and we're seeing all the chaos. I really love this movie, especially for the time period that it came out to. It was 2008. I think this was definitely a good time for movies coming out. And yeah, like this movie is definitely like it's it. And if you haven't seen this movie, go tap into it because it's a good movie. And I think this is definitely like one of my like favorite movies as a child growing up. And as you can see, you got horror action. I'll throw a little sci-fi in there too, but yeah. So Cloverfield, Project Almanac, and Chronicle. Sorry, Chronicle. All good POV shot movies. Now I know people bring up Blair Witch. Um, Even like a lot of scary movies, they have a lot of POV shot movies as well. But no, I think these movies are definitely like legit and pretty good movies. Um, Also another sneak is Project X. That's also a good POV one where it's just kind of showing the whole like party and everything. And it was just wild throughout the whole movie. But yeah, if you like movies like that, please hit up the Instagram and let me know some more movies because I'll talk about them and then show them to you guys right after this. Alrighty, here's that project, well, Chronicle trailer for you guys. Whoa. Stay in school. Hey, this vest right here kind of hard. My bad. Whoa. Wow. I love this trailer, dude. Yeah, No. Good. Hey, that trailer was it was fantastic already. Already. Here's Project Almanac. Right after this ad. Yeah, man. That man, go watch Chronicle. Mm, Michael Bay. Huh. Mm, well, mm. Reminds me of Knowing a little bit. Mm. Not a bad movie. Just like I said, like what is this battleship? Oh, what a world. Yeah, this movie is another good POV movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it and recommend you guys watch it. And then here's the last trailer of the three. Did you want me? Scary. Telling you, probably one of the greatest disaster movies. Wow. Run! What is it? Whoa. That's the Statue of Liberty. J.J. Abrams is a good producer and director, I should say. I like that. It didn't even really show you anything, and I like that. But yes, Cloverfield, Project Almanac, and Chronicle. I recommend you guys watch. That is my movies for today. Yeah, wanted to thank you guys for watching the Elijah Way. Remember, if you're having a bad day, just tune in to Elijah Way, because we got you covered. Peace.